everyone, and welcome to another Sims 3 speed build. However, this one's a little bit different. This is the other part to my collab with BritishDesigner. So in case you didn't see the one I had done posted a few days ago, it was my chestnut cottage, and that was the one that I had created for him to decorate. So basically what we had done was we both chose to choose our own house, our own theme and house, and build it, and then have the other one try to furnish it based on the theme of each other's house. So the one I had done for him was like a German-inspired cottage, and the one he has done for me is this very lovely mid-century modern style house. So I wanted to show it to you a little bit of the house prior to getting started, and so you can see it is fully landscaped, and he did a very good job landscaping, I might say. Landscaping is not my best area, so I'm glad he took the time to do that. So over here is more towards the back of the house, and again, very nice landscaping done indeed. I really like what he had done with this place. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. As most of you know, modern style is not the style of home that I normally do, so it's definitely going to give me a little bit of a challenge, and I look forward to decorating this home. Let's go ahead and see the inside of it here. There was a couple pieces of furniture already in the home, but I went ahead and removed them. He said that was fine. So it's really neat the way he had done this. It's got the lower sunken living room here, and it just looks really nice. I do like that. So we're going to see if we can try to decorate this and keep it in the original theme, which is a mid-century modern. So I look forward to doing that, and I hope you stick around and watch the speed build part. So let's get started. So decorating this home in that particular theme, I found kind of on the difficult side, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the game really doesn't have anything in the way of, they have some stuff that's kind of like the mid-century modern style, but not a lot. And in case you don't really know maybe what that kind of style of furniture is, I will put a few pictures up here in the corner for you to take a look at during the speed build, and you'll that way you have something to kind of refer to on while I'm building this. But I think it did turn out, pretty good. I do like the floor plan that I did with it. When I was originally given this house, it was only created to be a 1-bedroom house and a 1-bath, and I have turned it into a 2-bedroom and 2-bath. So it does end up having a little bit more bedrooms and a lot more, not really more space, but it has more bedrooms, and it has a lot of seating. So if you like to entertain in the game, this will give you plenty of tables and chairs for them to sit and socialize with the guests and things like that. So I think the kitchen turned out rather cute. Now of course I did use a little bit of bold colors. A few of the pictures I did see did use bold colors, but it was more along the line of really bright green and kind of like a neon, not really neon green, but like a lime green. And lime green just isn't really my color that I like to use. I did make the bedroom kind of on the greener side, but I did use a few bold colors, and I think they did look, they seem to go well together. So I did try to leave some of the wood planks that you see there for an accent in different areas of the house, so that was still kept. But here in the kitchen, I just didn't think, with that being where I was going to put the kitchen anyway, I didn't feel that it went very well, as the back of the kitchen. So I went ahead and changed that. And so you can see this is kind of like a small kitchen nook, I guess you could say. And the kitchen has kind of like, I'm not even sure exactly what kind of color it was. When I first put it in, it kind of looked like a dark maroonish color, but it actually turns out to be, according to the color wheel anyway, more into like a burgundy, like a deep red purple color is what it ends up turning into. So it's actually what it is. And I went ahead and lightened the wood planks. I wanted to keep them because I did like them, but I just felt that the color of them just wasn't really the color I wanted to use, so we went ahead and lightened those up a little bit. And right here's where I'm putting in, we're going to have a dining room right here. And when I was putting it in, I had found that only one chair does not work, and it's the one that's closest to the door, the one right there that you see that's missing. That's the one that's not going to work, but other than that, they should work, all the rest of them, since they did go in, you know, by themselves with no cheats at the time. So plenty of seating. And here's the first bold color I do. I decided to kind of have it go along the lines of those chairs, and this is when I discovered it was kind of more of a in the purple type of color instead of the red, because the red of course was too red. So that's when I discovered that it is a little bit of a different shade. So but I think it complemented the wood planks there quite nicely. And then of course having a few accents of that color here and there throughout the living room and kitchen area, since it is since all the living space here is open that you can see from one room to the next. It's usually best to try to keep the colors to at least they mesh well together. May not necessarily having the exact same colors, you know, throughout, because that does get kind of boring, but at least that way they complement each other is kind of what you're looking for. And another thing that I had also noticed when I was looking to find out on what colors and what kind of style this was, because you know, modern is a little bit different for me, and since this was mid-century, I wanted to make sure that I did, you know, get the right type of theme it was. And they used also, even along with bright colors or bold colors, they used a lot of white, as in the walls would be all white and the furniture would be all white. And that just seems very sterile is the word I want to say, sterile. And it just, I don't know, having all white to me just seems like it would show the dirt way too much, and there would need to be extra cleaning, and I don't know, it doesn't look very warm and cozy, not very inviting at all. So here I was trying to find some more furniture pieces, trying to get them, you know, to look like they're supposed to be in this theme, because mid-century modern, they do have kind of weird shaped furniture that I noticed, and honestly most of them did not look comfortable. I mean, a lot of them that I seen looked very uncomfortable, at least I thought anyway. And but the game really doesn't have much. I mean, they do have things to create the modern look, but to get it more into this style of modern, the game really doesn't have that many pieces for it. So I ended up using a lot of Into the Future pieces, which normally I don't use that expansion pack hardly ever, but in this case I used quite a bit of it because their furniture did have kind of in the weird shaped style that I was looking for. So like that couch and chair was from Into the Future, and there's a few other pieces also used from there. So I really wasn't too sure. At the time I was decorating, I didn't really pay much attention to the rugs, and honestly I'm not even too sure if they had very many in the way of rugs actually in the pictures that I looked. But it just seems like such big empty spaces, you know, and you can easily fill it up a little bit with color or something with a rug. So even though it wasn't really something that I seen in the couple of pictures I did look at, I did feel that we should have some rugs. Probably mixing themes is probably what I ended up doing. But again, it was, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of items to use to try to keep that constant theme. So I used a lot of the blinds because really about they're the only ones that actually looked good with these windows. So because most of the curtains and stuff that we do have in the game would go more into your traditional style and even Victorian style on some of the houses, but not so much a modern take. So I used blinds because there wasn't really anything else to use. So I just felt that a window should have some kind of covering. I realized that a lot of times a house like this with really big windows probably is a little more secluded, but me personally, I would like to be able to close a blind depending on what room I happen to be in, like that bathroom for instance. It has those big windows right there. I would personally feel more comfortable if I could close something. Now whether or not I put blinds in that window, I don't know. I tend to forget sometimes. If I do forget a curtain or something, it normally is in the bathroom. For some reason I always forget the bathroom. Bathroom and laundry room in this game I tend to always forget. So I was just trying to look for a light that would look good on the floorboards down here, just to give a little bit more lighting in the sunken floor. That way maybe it would help a little bit with the color difference from floor to floor, and I do think it did work. So I ended up using quite a few lights in this build that I don't normally use, like those wall lights and stuff there, and a few of the other lights like the ones that hang over to light up a specific painting or something. I did use some of those. So here's the bedroom that I use that does go a little bit on the green side. I think it does turn out pretty nicely. And again, try to use pieces of furniture that might have been kind of odd shaped, or like really straight lines like that dresser has with the handles. That's a lot of times you'll see in the modern styles. And of course the end table I used quite often because there really wasn't very many end tables to choose from that had, you know, like different shaped legs and things like that. So and then I'm just kind of looking. I didn't want to use the same rug again, so I used this one again. I believe it's from Into the Future as well. Kind of thought it gave it a, you know, a little bit of a different look. So I'm not sure how well I like that rug, honestly. It's probably not one I'll ever use again, but I think it seems to work for this room here. So and again, just trying to figure out what all I could put. Your wall hangings and paintings and things like that normally are trimmed in black, and they're normally a lot of times a black and white picture, or not normally a warm tone type of photo. So trying to find any kind of wall hangings that might go really wasn't that easy either, because there's just not that many. I did put one in this bathroom here that you would see very common in this type of themed house, and it does seem to go well with this bathroom. I kind of had it, since it was attached to the master bedroom there, have it kind of take on a little bit of the green color, not a lot but a little bit, just a little accent color, and just basic stuff, basic furnishings in the bathroom. So I kept it pretty simple, and again, you know, most of your stuff in here, I can see that mirror I made black, and then here's the pictures that I put up as well. Those are the types of pictures that you would normally see, and a lot of times a collage of pictures like that you would see as well. I'm just continuing that same wood coloring throughout the house. So here's the kids' bedroom that I created, and put in again another dresser. I wanted it to be a different dresser, but again one that had, you know, the straight clean lines. I do change the color of everything in this room. So now that lantern I just put down, that dragon light, that's actually a free item in the EA store, and it comes with the I think it's one of the New Year's packs. It's free, so if you don't have it, you can download it for free on the store. So sometimes if I use store content, it'll be one of those free items, and everybody likes free. So but yeah, that one was a free item. So, and then here, just trying to figure out what kind of pictures that you would put in a kid's room. And then I was having trouble placing that one. I knew it could go in the corner part of that wall right there, but it just wasn't wanting to go at the time. So but not, just some basic stuff. And again, changing that rug, because floral patterns probably isn't something that you're going to see very much. I know that runner has some flowers on it, but again, probably not something you're going to see too often in this style. So but we're pretty much finishing up with this bead build. I just added a couple of small items outside in the exterior, and here are the screenshots. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I did stick with the theme. So I think I tried my best and I came pretty close. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.